comfortable explaining to them my experiences there, and even if I spent most of my time in India, but also talking about my experience in the Middle East, and just understanding what that's like to be in a different country, which also makes you think more about your own country. What does that mean to be American? And when someone tells you, you could represent America for some folks that you're going to visit, what does that mean? What do what do I do or not? I don't know. And so really thinking about purpose and the value of these experiences and what you want to get out of these trips is really something that I think students should consider. And not just, oh, I'm here, or oh, I'm here to teach something. I guess it's a mutual exchange and the importance of that, and what is it that you're going to exchange. So I think the understanding of multiple cultures kind of came out in my own reflection when I was showing the PowerPoint and the students were asking me questions. Okay, so this is part of a presentation that I showed in April. Somebody said I was the only brown person in this group. They they chose 10 teachers across the country. Again, what does that mean to you that I'm the only brown person?
That's a great thing.
You're going to show a lot of white teachers.
A lot of brown teachers might not be willing to go to
I don't know. It might mean that. It might not. I don't know. But this was the director. We have a principal here, but at the school that I was at, they have a principal, then they have the director. So this is the director of the school.
Which one's more like?
Who's in charge?
Yeah.
I think, everybody's in charge of different things, and it's, and you acknowledge everyone's position. So this is what you do on this level, and if somebody asks you a question about a particular issue and that's not your thing, they will refer you to the next person. But the director, I believe, was the boss of the principal. However, everybody is responsible for their own duties. And so I might say, can I ask you a question about this? They might direct me to the principal. The director might direct me to the principal, or the principal might direct me to the director. But you immediately start to realize, okay, I'm not in Kansas anymore. Okay, the signs are different. Culture is obviously different, because even in the airport, you have prayer rooms and so forth, which you wouldn't see in America. Well, right there in the Middle East, but in India, you're not going to see cow meat served unless you're in like a westernized hotel. So like the McDonald's, there's no hamburgers. There's veggie burgers, chicken, fish, and you're not going to see pork. I mean, remember where you're at, even in the Middle East, when it comes to religious differences and so forth, you're not going to see necessarily the same type of meats. This was one of the shops that we visited a lot, because you had to have, in order to use your cell phone, you had to get permission from the government, so you have to submit a photo ID and all of this stuff in order to use cell phones there. So we had to get another ID here, and we were just talking, and when we said we were teachers, he was really excited about that. He's like, wow, that's really interesting, and we talked about cameras, because I like to take pictures. But when I say I'm a teacher here, what do you think the response is that I get? Correct. It's a lot easier to wear the clothes in India, because the material is better suited for the climate. And some of this is material. So you'll go in and you'll say, "Ooh, I want to see that material," and they'll pull it out and they'll spread it out and say, "Ooh, I like that," and then they'll make your clothes for you. Sometimes, maybe a day or so. It depends on how fancy it is. Other times, if you go like in kind of the mall, you pick what you want and they alter it within an hour. They're measuring you and stuff. Shopping is very different there. Well, at least my experience was. If I need to get clothes, I go, they measure you so that it's a perfect fit. And they say, come back 30 minutes to an hour. And it fits you perfectly. This is the school from the rooftop. This is the auditorium, so when you, every morning a different class or different group has an assembly, and they create their own assembly. Can you imagine if you had junior assembly here? They would select maybe 5 students to create the program about whatever topic you want. It could be about whatever you want.
always back here.
Right.
It could be really good or
It could go really good or it could go really bad. There's up to 42 students in the classroom. And so my camera couldn't take a picture of everybody at once, but it goes all the way back there. I can't really walk through. I kind of stand right here all the time. And the other teacher is there too sometimes. So, and the room is smaller than this, and there's over 40.